All right, listen, it's the Carton Show as the play-in tournament has now begun. If you are just tuning in, the Lakers survived Minnesota in overtime, and Atlanta goes essentially wire-to-wire down in South Florida to beat the Miami Heat, which starts bringing to mind guys that are in the playoffs who are running out of time to win that elusive title. It's a top 5 list. Everybody loves a Carton Show top 5 list. So here you are, the top 5 NBA players running out of time to win a title. Discuss as you feel fit to, okay? I was really talking more to Greg there, Cody. Okay. All right, number 5, making his 12th career playoff appearance. He's only been to a single NBA final, and he has not advanced past the conference semifinals in the last 7 years. LA Clipper guard Russell Westbrook running out of time. And since we all know he ain't going to win a title this year with the Clippers, that streak will continue. And he's only got maybe a year or two left in his NBA career. Your thoughts, Craig Jennings?
Yeah, he's definitely running out of time.
Yeah.
You just said it all.
All right.
This year, it's not the year, Russ.
He ain't winning it this year. I give him credit. He's playing good basketball.
He is.
And the Clippers, to their credit, did not fold when Paul George went down. But, of course, they have that very tough first-round matchup against the Phoenix Suns. More on that in a minute. I had a thought on that, but I'll save it for later. Number 4 on the list. He's a 2-time MVP award winner, a single conference final, has never been in the NBA Finals, and he's lost 8 out of his last 9 playoff games. The Joker. At some point, all this great regular season success and the triple-doubles and all that jazz, you got to win it. You don't have to win the title. You got to get to an NBA final. But he's running out of time because your dominance only lasts so long as other teams figure you out.
Yeah, the thing about the Nuggets, man, and Joker, obviously he's a great offensive player. We know that. But in the postseason, you got to play defense.
Yes, and he doesn't play defense.
You don't play defense. Like, you got to play defense, man. You're too good of a player.
And you know what's crazy about that is that the European guys learn how to play defense before they come here. It's a facet of the European game that a lot of American kids don't pay attention to. I mean, you talk about the 2 best European players in Luka and Jokić. Neither one of them play any defense. You know why? Because they got soft to the American way of living. That's all that is. They got Carmelo'd. All right, number 3. It's a true thing. It's a disease. Ask Porzingis. He got Carmelo too. Here's number 3 on the list. Is one of the great point guards of a generation, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to be 38 in a couple of weeks. He has not advanced to the finals despite his team winning more than 50 games 10 different times in his career. It is, of course, Mr. Insurance Salesman himself, Christopher Paul III. Yes, Chris Paul, CP3. I mean, if you don't win this year, you ain't winning an NBA title.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. You know, we talk about how great this Phoenix Suns team is with KD in the lineup, but the one thing we do know is KD is injury prone.
Yes.
We don't know if he's going to be durable. We don't know if this team has the depth to actually make a deep run. I believe that they have the
Phoenix
talent.
Suns are going to be in the Western Conference Finals. And I should mention, he was hurt, but he did play against Milwaukee in that one NBA final. He was banged up in it, but he was there, obviously.
But we're talking about forget being there, winning it.
But you got to win, right?
Yep.
Because you don't want to be known as like the Dan Marino of the NBA. You're regarded as, oh, what a great player, but he never won.
Yeah.
You know, those kinds of guys. There's a difference, man, amongst guys like that. All right, number 2 on my list is, let's just be honest. If the NBA Finals took place in a strip club, he'd be the all-time champion.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
But it's good, Cody. Who's number 2?
It's James Harden. Harden. I knew it.
There you go. By the way, he has never missed the postseason in his 14-year NBA career with the Rockets, with the Nets, and obviously with the 76ers. I think he's having a great year, totally under the radar because of what Embiid's doing. But, I mean, at some point, James Harden's going to have to realize he's going to be another one of those great players that never wins a title. Time is running out.
Yeah, it's definitely running out. When you look at the East, the cream of the crop, they have the talent. The Philadelphia 76ers have the talent, but they just can't find a way to get over either the Celtics and the Bucks. And so we'll see again this year. It's going to come down to those three teams, so you'll have a shot.
By the way, the Sixers play the Nets in the first round starting this weekend. They shouldn't have a problem with the Nets. But then, like you say, it's game on against the big boys, and they are among the big boys. But James Harden, I think he's only made one appearance in the NBA Finals, and that was a very, very long time ago. Which leaves us with number one. We can cry and moan all we want to, Philadelphia. There comes a point where arguably the third greatest player in your franchise's history, who's a dominant force this year, who's having ridiculous numbers this year, Joel Embiid's got to win a title. He has to, because he, as a big man who's had injuries and had back problems, having a great year in which he was healthy essentially the entire year. Now is the time for Embiid. 6 straight playoff appearances, led the NBA in scoring a couple years. He has never been to an Eastern final, let alone an NBA final. It is time for Joel Embiid to get the proverbial off his back and try to win an NBA title.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for Joel Embiid because he's performed really well in the postseason. He's just been let down by teammates.
Yes, and injuries, a big part of his career thus far. So there you have the top 5 guys who are running out of time to go out there and try to win a title. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.